The two diesels surveyed the sheds. "It's time, 7101, said one, that we take this railway over."
"Shh! 199! It's their railway after all!"
"Not for long," persisted 199. "Our controller says that steam engines spoil our image."
"Of course we do!" snapped Duck. "We show what fraud you are! Call yourselves engines! If anything happens to you, you don't care for your train, you just moan for a fitter! We bring it home, if only on one cylinder!"
"Nothing," boasted 199, "ever happens to us. We are reliable." Vulgar noises greeted this.
"How rude!"
said 199.
"You asked for it," growled 7101. "Now shut up!"
Next day, Henry rolled home tender first.
"I'm a failed engine,"
He mourned.
"Lost my regulator. Driver says it's jammed wide open.
However, he went on.
I've got steam, so driver can use my reverser, but it had to happen after Duck fooled me with those tenders. Now they'll all laugh at me again."
He reached the signal box and stopped whistling for a road. Opposite the box on the up line stood Diesel 199 with a train of oil tankers.
"Worse and worse,"
thought Henry.
"My old Reliable's gonna laugh at me too."
The signalman came out.
"For pity's sake, take this spam cam away. It's failed. The limited is behind, and all it does is wail for its fitter."
"Spam cam!" fumed 199. "I'm—"
"Stow it!" snapped the signalman, "or I'll take my tin open out of you."
199 subsided at this dreadful threat, and Henry pulled the train out of the way. The diesel didn't help, he just sulked. The limited rushed past with a growl and a roar. Henry gave a chuckle.
"Look, spam cam," he said. "There's your little pal."
The diesel said nothing. He hoped 7101 hadn't noticed. 7101 hadn't noticed. He had problems of his own. He was cross with his coaches. They seemed to be getting heavier. He roared at them, but it did no good. Engines have a pump called an injector, which draws air out of the train's brakes to keep the brakes off. If it fails, air leaks in and the brakes come on gently at first, then harder and harder. 7101's injector had failed. The brakes were already leaking on. While he passed Henry, he struggled for half a mile before being brought to a stand, growling furiously, unable to move a wheel.
"Well, well, well, did you hear what Signalman said? I thought they'd be laughing at me," chuckled Henry, "but now the joke's on them."
"Moving 2 dead diesels in their trains," said his driver thoughtfully. "That's no joke for a failed engine. Do you think you can do it?"
"I'll have a good try," said Henry with spirit. "Anyway, 7101's better than old spam cam. He did try to shut him up last night."
"Come on then," said his driver. "We mustn't keep the passengers waiting."
"Get moving, you!"
Henry puffed the sulky diesel into motion and started to the rescue. Henry gently buffered up to the express. While the two drivers talked, his fireman joined the brake pipe to the coaches. "It's better than we thought, Henry," said his driver. "The diesel can pull if we keep the brakes off, so the only weight we'll have is spam cam's goods."
"Whoosh!"
said Henry.
"That's a mercy."
He was by now feeling rather puffed.
"Poop, poop, poop! Are you ready?"
tooted 7101.
"Peep, peep, peep! Yes, I am,"
whistled Henry. So with D7101 growling in front, and Henry gamely puffing in the middle of the long cavalcade, set out for the next big station. Donald and Flem Scotsman were waiting. They cheered as Henry puffed past. He braked the coaches. Thankfully, Spamcam and the tankers trailed far behind. The passengers buzzed out like angry bees, but the Fat Controller told them about Henry, so they forgot to cross, and thanked Henry instead. They called him an enterprising engine and took his photograph. They were thrilled too when the flying Scotsman backed down on their train. If the guard hadn't tactfully shooed into their coaches, the train would have started later than ever. Donald took the goods.
Return 199 to the other railway, ordered the Fat Controller. I'll write my views later.
Henry and 199 left together.
I'm sorry about last night, ventured the Diesel. That's alright, you did shut old Reliable up. And,
said the Diesel ruefully,
made a fool of myself today too. Rubbish! A failed injector might happen to anyone. I'd lost my regulator. You failed?
Exclaimed the Diesel, and yet his voice trailed away in admiration.
Well, said Henry, emergency, you know. Trains must get through.
7101 said no more. He had a lot to think about.